Hello YouTube. So loads of people online over the course of this pandemic have decided to learn new recipes, and I've done absolutely nothing. I've not learned a language, I've not learned a new recipe. The only thing I managed to master was probably how to make an omelette. I've decided that I'm gonna try and make a Gordon Ramsay recipe of beef Wellington. So I've decided that I'm gonna make a Gordon Ramsay recipe of a beef Wellington. Now, I'm not really a cook. I can cook, I find no enjoyment from it. I'm not gonna lie, I prefer making cocktails. I don't really consider myself a foodie. I like good food, but I'm very much an eat to live kind of guy rather than a live to eat. And I'm quite happy with a ham and cheese sandwich, which we may end up with at the end of this. So I'm gonna try and make myself and my parents beef Wellington. And I've never made it before. This is the Gordon Ramsay MasterCard Masterclass that I'm following. And so let's begin. So as you can see, this is my little setup I've got going here. Now I'm about to make some crepes for the recipe. I don't know why it needs crepes, but apparently it does. So I've got some chopped thyme, some chives, eggs, flour, milk, etc. And I'm just going to create this batter. I'm not sure I can do. I'm not sure I can do this. Okay, so firstly, hands washed, and let's get started. So. Okay, so the first thing is I have to make apparently some of these chive crepes. So I'll need 2 eggs, a cup of flour, lightly packed and leveled, a cup of milk, a teaspoon of chopped chives, a teaspoon of thyme flowers, and a pinch of salt. Okay, so let's begin. So I'm going in the deep end here. I've said to many people about me making beef Wellington, and I've had quite, levels of mainly bewilderment, to be honest, because I'm not really known for cooking. It's not that I can't cook, it's that I just don't want to. So this could go either way. We need a teaspoon of chopped chives. Teaspoon of chopped chives. Got my chives there. Is that enough? And, oh God, they stink. And a teaspoon of thyme leaves. That's about a teaspoon. Pop that in. A pinch of salt. Okay. So, in a large mixing bowl, combine eggs, flour, milk, chives, thyme and salt. Whisk until incorporated. Transfer to the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes. Okay, so apparently I've got to whisk this. Did I have the milk? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I've whisked this, and I have no idea what it means when you say whisk until incorporated. I just mean, I guess it all incorporates into each other. But my best friend, Amy, has made beef Wellington numerous times, and she said, call her if I have any problems. Now, to be honest, I'm not sure that I should be really falling down at the first hurdle, just making the crepes. But I'm going to give her a call just to get her to check and give me a little bit of advice. So let's call her now. Let's FaceTime her. Yo!
Yo. Okay.
So, I'm just making the crepes.
Okay.
And
this is a part that I don't usually do, remember, so that I mean, obviously it's just a pancake, but I'm not going to be that helpful with the savoury crepe scenario.
I don't know why I've done this. So...
What time are you planning to eat? I'm intrigued.
What?
What time are you planning to eat this meal?
Around 7:30, 8ish.
Okay, good luck. Wise, I would say when you score on top of the pastry, make sure you don't go through right through, because then the pastry will all just fall apart. Just literally really lightly score on top, and do that after you've egg washed it, I think. Then it makes a nice pattern up.
I have to put this batter in the fridge now, don't I?
To let it just rest a little bit. I would, yeah. That looks good. That's a good consistency.
Is it? It stinks. Chives stink.
Oniony. They're from the onion family, darling.
Oh, God. No wonder I'm crying.
What else? You've got your mushrooms to do next.
Okay, so thank you, Amy, for these top tips. I'm going to go and put my batter in the fridge. And that's step 1, half done. I've had to pour myself a glass of wine. And I'm going to call you if I need any more help, if there's any emergencies.
So, you're going to do your mushrooms next?
Yeah, but I think I'm going to roll out the pastry and cut it. I'm going to roll out the pastry and I've got to cut it to be like, you know, around the same size as the beef.
Let it get to a little bit softened before you mess about with it though. Like, take it out of the fridge for a couple of minutes, for like 15 minutes.
I can't do
So
this.
otherwise it'll crack when you roll it out.
Oh, fucking hell. Alright.
What was I going to say? Does he do it where you have a piece of pastry and then sit the thing on top and then do a little parcel on top?
I think so, and this bloody Parma ham I've got to deal with as well.
You've got a lot to do.
Right, well, let's
Ready, steady, cook.
let's keep the faith, alright? I'll see you soon. Okay, so Amy's still on FaceTime. She's just helping me season my beef. And see, I'm going to season this with some pepper, freshly ground pepper, and salt, some rock salt.
Lovely.
Fucking batteries have gone.
Are you sure it took grind?
The recipe didn't call for batteries. This is a disaster. Alright. Mum! Oh, it was working. It was just jammed.
Okay.
Now, I do love doing, like, chef's hands. Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
Because that does make you feel like you can do it. When you're like...
Yeah.
Okay, so the beef is seasoned and it's going down to room temperature, and I have to do the mushrooms, right?
Yeah. Just be really careful that they don't go to like mush.
Mushrooms.
Chop them really roughly into tiny, like literally, like tiny little squares.
They're massive.
Yeah, just fine slices, like you would an onion. You know, you dice in an onion, that size.
Do I know when I'm dicing an onion?
You do. You know when people dice an onion, the size that the pieces are, that's what you do.
Right, so they need to just be really fine. Just go as small as possible, yeah?
Yeah, just do whatever way.
To be honest, it's Leah who's put me off. Our friend Leah has put me off chopping mushrooms, because I chopped mushrooms once in her house and she still talks about it to this day. Apparently, like, I don't know what I did wrong. I just was chopping them.
I don't know. And also, the length of time you're taking is actually making me anxious.
Why? What's gonna... What?
Well, what time is it? 5:15, okay. You've got a couple of hours.
Okay, so my oil is heating up and it sounds like it's starting to spit a bit.
Leave them as much time without them burning and catching, because that's how they get brown.
Mushrooms going in.
Of colour on them.
Okay, so I've just put the mushroom duxelle in. Or, well, I put the mushrooms in. Who knows if it'll come out as a duxelle. My batter's in the fridge. My meat is seasoned. How's your father? And, stop it. And now I have to deal with the mushrooms. They need to cool down, right? And I then need to roll out my pastry.
Plenty of salt in.
Plenty of salt, yeah. Here's Amy. Thanks for helping here. Well, you haven't really.
Okay, that's looking good.
Is it?
Yeah, just put it back on now, close her up.
You are?
A bit more cooking time now.
Yeah, it says 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna stop the camera here. So I've just had an absolute catastrophe. I've realised I've chopped one mushroom, I put it in, it's halfway through cooking, I've still got another mushroom, I should have done it. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. Okay, I've just decided that the mushrooms and everything, I'm just gonna have to risk it and use one. They look like it's a lot anyway, so hopefully it's fine. And now I'm trying to make these crepes. I don't know why I've agreed to this. But you know what? Some people find this kind of thing good. So if you do, hopefully I can show you that if anyone can do it, I can.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Oh, Finny boy.
Ah!
Right, well, you're no use in the ornament. I'm gonna have to hang up on this.
Hang on a second. Tell me what you need. What do you need?
I'm making a crepe, but it's all going a bit crap. That's not a crepe, is it?
Good one. No, that looks crap.
Right, okay. Oh, my crepe! Okay, so this is all getting a little bit stressful, but my dear friend Nadia Swala has sent some tips, and I'm gonna have a watch of them now and see what she recommends. She did win MasterChef after all.
So, Lee, first of all, I've got to say, you're very, very brave to make your very first big splash dinner a beef Wellington. And also, not just any old beef Wellington, a blooming Gordon Ramsay beef Wellington. I'm glad to see at least he doesn't use a pancake. So don't go looking off into other recipes and start thinking I'm going to put a pancake in.
It does use a pancake. It does. I've done pancakes.
Because I think the pancake just soaks up all the juice. I don't see the point of the pancake. Yeah, now when he says wrap each piece of beef tightly in a triple layer of cling film to set in shape, then chill overnight.
Chill overnight? I've not chilled anything overnight. I've not done anything overnight.
It's really important that you put the beef into the fridge overnight wrapped like that to get the proper shape.
I fucked it.
If you haven't done that,
no,
then it doesn't matter if you don't have the proper shape.
Oh, thank
Who
God.
said what the proper shape was?
Exactly.
You've had it overnight and you're searing it. Now, again, this is very Gordon Ramsay. Sear. For somebody that's never cooked before, what does that mean? Mark, what would you think sear meant?
It means the singer, doesn't it?
Ham I'm gonna swing from the chandelier.
To sear means resting is a good thing to do for 10 minutes. Whatever you do, don't overcook that piece of beef. Do not. Make sure that you've preheated your oven. Because if you put that beef in at the same time as you've turned on your oven, but remember that it's very hot, the flames will lick up. Disaster. And please post pictures. I'm excited. Did you notice that his gravy has a whole bottle of red wine? Don't use a cheap bottle of red wine, because a cheap bottle of red wine will taste cheap. Oh, I'm really excited for you. I think you're very, very brave.
Oh God, that's not what you want to hear. Brave? Okay. I've done the crepes. We had a little bit of a catastrophe with that. The beef is seasoned. Oh. And now I'm not gonna lie, I'm at the part where I'm getting a little bit nervous because this is pastry, and apparently everyone's like, ooh, you have to handle pastry really delicately. So I'm going in and I'm gonna cut off for a little bit, but I will record as much as possible. Wish me luck. Here we go.
How's the meatloaf going, Lee?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf? I wish it was bloody meatloaf.
Oh, it probably will be a meatloaf, because let me tell you, it's a fucking bat out of hell right now. All right, so I couldn't record a lot of what just happened, but I seared the meat, which apparently means like cooking the side of it. I then wrapped it in Parma ham, my crepes, which went slightly wrong. And now I'm about to take it out of the fridge and get the pastry. Now, as I said before, the pastry is what's worrying me, because everyone's like, you know, says handle pastry with care. Amy's still on FaceTime, you might be able to hear her. I'm joined by my mother, who's currently making the gravy, which I didn't realise we were having before, so she's stepped in to make the gravy, because I've just got so much on my plate right now. It's just not something I can think about. So, let's get it out. Oh, just gonna get my beef out.
For the lads.
I've wrapped this, and this is all wrapped. It's wrapped in a crepe, Parma ham, mushroom duxelle, and oh my God, I sound like I know what I'm doing. And I'm gonna get the pastry. Oh,
Cheese.
I love how worried you are about the pastry that you bought from the shop.
freshly rolled pastry.
Puff pastry.
Puff pastry. Oh my God, grow up.
Have you rolled out the puff before you put it on?
I've rolled out the puff. I can't. No, me and Amy talked about saying let's roll out the puff, and then it was going to cut to me rolling on the floor. But you know what? There's no time for jokes right now, guys, so you have to visualise that gag. I'd like a little bit more support from you two, actually.
Yay! Applause.
Half around that bit.
Oh, Christ alive!
Otherwise it's going to be soggy.
Have you seen what's on telly?
What is it?
Mary Berry Saves Christmas.
She's trolling you.
She's teaching 3 novice cooks to make a festive treat.
And is one a beef Wellington?
I need to act quick here, guys. Jesus. Okay, it is in the oven. It's in the fridge, just cooling down. It's a bit of a weird shape, but this is what we've got to. 5 minutes. Okay, so I've put a little L on it. This is what it looks like. I'm worried. I've scored it, put the time on. There's no going back now. This is how we do it. Good luck. Okay, we're a couple of minutes off and it's in the oven. Here we go. a beef Wellington. Not sure how this is going to go. We've got Father Carl on the camera there, and did a little L. So let's cut into it. It's looking. So, what are we thinking?
Well, pastry's nice. Not too soggy on the bun.
Certainly looking good. Let me have a go.
Very nice, mate.
That's more than this, isn't it?
Is it?
Well done.
That's how a steak should be done.
Wow.
So
I
neat.
guess this is the good feeling people get from cooking.
It's an epiphany.
Well, YouTube, it was a roaring success. I'm as shocked as you are. Apparently, it went quite well. I'm not sure how it happened with the mushroom disaster and the crepes that pretty much fell apart, but we got through it. I probably won't make it again because I don't want to prove that it was just a fluke. That is my beef Wellington. Thank you, Gordon Ramsay, and good night.
Do you want me to go on TripAdvisor? Give you a review?
5 star.